So you want to be an entrepreneur. You might have a corporate job that you don't like. You might be a young individual that's always wanted to be an entrepreneur. You're just getting started. You've never started anything, haven't owned a business. This is the perfect place for you. I've been entrepreneur my whole life since a young kid. Um, Now I'm a little older kid, but an entrepreneur my whole life pretty much. And at this point, I've either invested or started pretty much in every vertical. And so this is why the time is good for me to start sharing knowledge above and beyond me being a new father and wanting to share that knowledge and putting it out there for my kids and then other kids as well, to really start sharing what I've learned. And when you if you want to be that entrepreneur, the best thing you can do is learn from another entrepreneur, somebody like myself who's been there, done that, has had wins and losses, and learned the hard way. That's just been me. I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur, and I really learn best by doing and going out there and trying it. And so many different businesses that I'll talk about on the channel. Everything from inventing a gadget, a sushi gadget for people to make sushi online. That was my first patent, and we ended up on television and launched on Kickstarter, and just a great story there that folks who are interested in inventing a gadget, inventing something I can help you with. I've gone through that, and still working on today. Retail. I've owned a retail business before, in the franchise space, the fitness space. I can help on that as well. I've done apps. I've been working on an app for our company, iUnit Communities, which you can go check out our website, iunit.co. iunit.co is my company that I focus on building modular, sustainable, affordable housing, which has been my passion of mine. And again, as being an entrepreneur, it's corny, but it is about the passion. You've got to really be interested in the vertical that you're going after. If it's just strictly about the money, it's not gonna last, because it takes, I call it 2, 5, 10, 2 years to start to figure out what you might be doing, 5 years to maybe build a business, and 10 years to really build something. And all the business that I've been involved in and I've started, that's really been kind of the rule. So this whole overnight success, unless you get lucky, I mean, luck is part of it, but I wouldn't want to base my business on luck. So if you're looking to be an entrepreneur and you're just getting started, this is the channel to come and tune in and ask questions. That's also what helps drive the conversation, is by coming and liking and really giving me comments down below will help drive the topic and help me answer questions that you might have. But before you start anything, you really want to get educated, and that's part of the reason I'm developing this platform, is to educate folks on what it's like to be an entrepreneur, and think through the ideas that you have, and not just jumping into something. I mean, you could do that. That's definitely one way of learning, and I've done a lot of that. But I think the older and wiser I get, I think back then when I started, and I've always had mentors, but having a mentor is really important. And if I can play that role for you guys out there that want to be entrepreneurs, again, you could be a young teenager, college students, and you want to be an entrepreneur, and you're coming on YouTube and on the internet to learn as much as you can. This is the place to do it. All the way to corporate folks who are tired of being working in corporate America their whole life and looking for something different. Happy to help you as well. But the way I can help is by you guys asking questions. And that's really what's going to drive the conversation, because there's so many. Obviously I'm doing these short videos to hopefully spur the conversation. You can see, I mean, here's a classic example that I was going to talk about. Is 2024, my New Year's resolution was to start sharing my journey of being an entrepreneur and the different businesses I've started, I've owned, and with the community. Well, I'm a couple weeks in. I think I've uploaded 10 videos, I think, by now. And I've gotten, other than me clicking on the views, I've got pretty much 0 views. So, again, even here being a lifelong entrepreneur, me starting something new with this channel doesn't happen overnight. It's not going to happen overnight, but that's not my goal. My goal, as I said earlier, is really first and foremost for me to put this out there, for my kids and other kids, and hopefully one day they can fall on this and see the things that I believed on, that I worked on, and hopefully helps them along the way. Because that's what's great. The one great thing about the internet is that it's in a way, quote unquote, eternal until somebody pulls out the plug. But if you upload a piece of content and the internet's still there, this video will be here for years to come. And that's the one thing that's really driving me. So, there's no monetary kind of agenda here, specifically, especially now. It's just to share the knowledge, and it's just me on my new iPhone. If you're looking for fancy editing videos, this is probably not the best place for you. This is just, it can be purely about content, purely about, real information, real lessons learned that you can use to be an entrepreneur. I'm just here in my office, and this is, this is a real office, not just some background that I've put in. So I've been, able to be successful enough to have the nicest things, a nice home, nice office, all those things, which really are not the most important thing. That's going to obviously be part of this conversation on this channel as well. That, and my focus to teach entrepreneurship, it's got to be a wholesome, kind of complete solution. Just can't be just gung-ho, run through that wall and go build that business. You need the other pieces as well. You need the physical wellness, the mental wellness, and those are the things that I hope to talk about on this channel as well. And so, before you start, because in business you can spend a lot of money just learning. I mean, especially if you've never been in business before, never been an entrepreneur, you're gonna pay a lot of money just by starting it, building that prototype or hiring those consultants, right? Nothing gets built by yourself, right? At least nothing great, or nothing of great substance in the business world. So you need to hire folks. You need team members to build anything, and that costs money, time and money. And so if I was starting again, I think it's much better for you to find somebody who's had success, somebody like myself who's had success in being an entrepreneur, and spend time, on the channel here, and hopefully we'll get to build a platform around this, and where we can have group calls, and you guys can ask the hard questions, and so I can get you thinking the right way and in the right direction. I'm thinking of also just working with folks on just kind of the ground level, just with the thought you want to be an entrepreneur, which is great, but which direction do you go? And I can help you with that. And I think it's probably one of my talents is helping folks with that. And I've seen that throughout the years of being a mentor at the University of Maryland Business School that I went to undergrad. I was an entrepreneur in residence there for a couple of years. I was mentor of the year. 1 year, won that award. And I think through that, it showed me that I had a talent to help people who want to be entrepreneurs understand it better and explain it properly. And right now I'm also mentoring high schoolers here where I live locally in Virginia. It's my 4th year doing it through an entrepreneurial journey where they have an idea starting out in the year, and throughout the year we help build that idea with them, and then actually ends up being a pitch, like a mock Shark Tank environment, and I really enjoy that. I really enjoy doing that. I always talk about the ecosystem of entrepreneurship. You want folks mentoring you, but you also want to mentor folks. You want to have mentees as well, mentors and mentees. It's an ecosystem. You want to be part of completing that ecosystem, and for me, this is part of it. And now I feel like I'm in a place where I have real knowledge to share. It's only been 25 plus years that I'm an entrepreneur, but I just wanted to make sure that it was entirely genuine, and that it came from real street creds. I mean, everything I share with you guys is things that I've done myself, and I've blood, sweat, and tears, and lessons learned for you guys to hopefully not repeat those, and start with a strong foundation. That's really what I want, and the part of this platform and this environment is that you guys who want to be guys and gals who want to be entrepreneurs can start with a strong foundation based on the things that I've learned in all these different verticals. And I enjoy that. I also enjoy mentoring people in different business ideas, which is why I've enjoyed the high school level and the universities. When I'm mentoring an entrepreneur, they have all different types of ideas, from building something physical to an app to software to retail. I mean, really everything, and I really enjoy that. And I've had experience in all those things, so I can be helpful and help them structure what next steps look like. So, like I said in all the videos, and you guys obviously know, the more you interact, the more you subscribe and like, will help get the message out there, and also will help me take this in a direction and start to answer some questions. So, I look forward to it. Appreciate you guys tuning in, and take care.